Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Corel course. If this is your first time coming to my YouTube channel and my videos are the kind of videos looking for to level up your design skill, then please consider subscribing to this channel. So this is going to be the final stage of this is going to be our final series of Corel class. So in this particular section we are going to go through how to make a design from scratch till the end. It's going to be a simple one, I promise. So even after this class you'll be able to redesign yours just the way I did mine. It's going to be very simple, so you don't have to bother yourself. So without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, this is the Corel and first I'm going to launch it, and the reason why I didn't open it, I normally open my Corel, so the reason why I don't open it now is because I want us all to go together from the start to the end. So I'm going to launch the Corel so as to go along with you guys. So just hold on for it, let it open up and get started. So alright guys, this is our Corel interface. Like I already told you in the previous section in the previous series of this Corel class that if you already worked on your Corel and you are not launching it for the first time, this is what your Corel is going to look like. So over here, if you are launching your Corel for the first time, all this place where I have all this previous work that I've done so far, is that this place should just be blank for you if you are launching your Corel for the first time. So and what we are going to do right now is to create a new project. I told you that this plus and over here means to create a new document, and you can see it's written underneath it, right underneath the plus sign. Okay, so we are just going to click it like this, and here we have this dialog box. So what we are going to do now is to name this project. The name we are going to give it is just something simple. So let me say what do I do? Okay, let's just say 3 weeks. Sorry, 3 weeks training, like this. Let me take out the G, like this. So we have present and custom. Then the number of pages, of course we want only 1 pages, and the page view, of course, only one. Since it is one, of course it's going to preview only that single page. But say I have like 3 pages and I type in 3 pages over here and I selected this this multiple view, it's going to view all the pages in one single interface. So say, but since we are working on with single page, we're just going to select this one, and we are the color, the primary color mode we're going to be using is RGB because we are not designing for printing purposes. We are just doing it for the sake of this tutorial and to practice what we've done so far. So the size I'm going to use for this one is A5 size. You see, already on A5. So I told you in the previous class that you should tend to stay with inches in your design. Okay, so I want it portrait over here like this, and all in landscape. So I will select this portrait over here like this, and I have my resolution at 300 dpi. I'll just go ahead and tick OK. Okay, and this is what we just type in there, that just come in like this. So what I'm gonna do now is to I already told you that you already know. Sorry, you already know that this Corel doesn't allow me to use the feature of the click on my rectangle to fit in this my workspace over here, this canvas that I have over here that has this white space over it. So what I'm going to do right now is to draw my rectangle like this. But mind you, if you are using a lower version of this Corel, you don't have to start doing what I'm about to do now. You can just double click on your rectangle tool and it's going to fit itself into this your white box over here. This your canvas space like this, it's going to fit itself into that spot. Okay, so since this Corel doesn't allow us to use that feature, what we are going to do now is to copy this page from this our property bar. I told you in the previous class that this place over here is called our property bar. So we are going to copy this figure from this page dimension. Over here is our page dimension. So we are just going to copy this page dimension, copy the first one, Ctrl C on your keyboard, then select the box that you withdrew. So you are going to paste it over here, Ctrl V. Remember you copied that figure earlier, then you are going to paste it, select the box and paste it Now do the same thing to the other side and copy the other side like this. Ctrl C, then select the box again and paste it over there. Ctrl V, boom, and we have the actual size of this box. Now for you to know that it is actually this size of this thing, hit P on your keyboard to fit into this canvas. As you can see, everything is just fit into that canvas. So you already know that I don't like working with outline. If you're already a subscriber to this channel, and if you are just coming to my YouTube for the first time, please do hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so as to be notified when I drop a new video. So this my canvas space, as you can see, it has a white black outline on it, so I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't like working with outline. So I'll come over to my property bar. Like I normally say, this is our property bar. Locate where my outline pen is, and this is where it is over here. So click on the drop down arrow, select none to get rid of the outline. So what next I'm gonna do now is to bring in the images I'm going to be using for this section. I actually downloaded about 6 images that I'm going to be using. Let me highlight it from this side, then import it like this. I'm going to paste them over here like this. So you already know how to import an image into your workspace. It's either you come over to this place where you have file. Okay, it's either you come to this place where you have file, then come over to this place where it says import, and can just import that same images I just selected like this. Import it like that. So you can just go ahead and import it like that. Import. You're just going to be hitting enter on your keyboard until you finally paste all of them like that. So since I already have it over here, let me delete this one instead. So let me try to okay, this is the first one I'm going to be using. So I'm going to bring this one over to this side, then scale it up like this. It's going to be like this. So I'll right click on it, or better still select the image, because what I want to do now is to power clip the image inside my project over here. So let me just bring the image towards this side. I want to power clip this image inside of this my workspace so that I'll have the actual size of the image I want to use for the design. So it's going to cut off the other side that I don't want and fit himself to this white workspace. This is my canvas space over here. So what I'm going over to my object, scroll all the way down to where it says, oh sorry, come over to this place where it says power clip place inside frame. So you see your cursor changes from the normal one to something like this thing that looks like arrow, this black spot that looks like arrow pointing to where you want to paste the selected image. So I'm going to select this my workspace over here. Then I'll come over to this place where it says edit. There are two ways of going into your inside your power clip. It's either you come over to this place where it says edit, or right click on the project himself, then edit power clip like this. You see, so I'm just going to reposition the image like this and bring it over to this side. So next up, I'm going to finish it in this side where it says finish over here like this, and this is what we are having right now. So don't worry about the watermark that we have over here. I'm going to place something in that side, so you don't have to bother yourself. So next up, I'm going to draw my rectangle. Go to my tools bar over here, then draw a rectangle over here like this. Yeah, so next up, I'm going to sample a color from the image that I have power clipped inside my canvas space. This my image, this blue stuff over here, this and dress. I'm going to sample a color from it. So in the previous class I explained that if you want to sample a color from an object, you can use your color eyedropper tool in your tools bar over here. You see this place where it says color eyedropper tool. I'll just go ahead and select it like that, then sample this side of the image. You can see where immediately I place the icon on it, it's showing me the selected color that I'm about to select. So I'll just go ahead and select it that way, fill it to this my box that I drew. So I'm going to get rid of the outline in my property bar in this place where it says outline. So I'm going to click on the drop down arrow, select none to get rid of the outline. Next up, I'm going to blend this side of the this box that I drew. I'm going to blend it with that of my background. So to do that, I will select my transparency tool on my toolbar over here like this, then try to blend it like this. You see that stuff that you see that you see the edges of the box just blend with that of my background, right? Yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did earlier. I'm going to clip this same box that I applied the transparency effect on it. I'm going to clip it inside my clip my workspace, so that it will cut off this. I don't want these edges of the box to be showing, so if I clip it inside, I'm going to be left alone with the only visible page like that. So you see that, right click on it and select power clip, or I'll come over to my object in my menu bar, this place where it says object, then power clip, and power clip inside frame like that. So next up, I'm going to type in my 3 weeks guillotine and makeup over here like this. So I'm going to exactly. So next up, I'm going to change the case to uppercase. To do that, I'll head over to my text tool on my menu bar over here, then scroll all the way down to where it says change case. Then I'm going to change it to uppercase like this, and I'll click OK. So next up, I'm going to change the font to let's say Go Bold, or let's type in Go Bold. Go bold like this, and I have it over here, Go Bold thing like that. So I'm going to press Ctrl K on my keyboard, or come over to this place where it says object in your menu bar, then come over to this place where it says break 3 weeks guillotine makeup, all of that. Just you can see the shortcut key for it is Ctrl K. So I'm going to select that to break it apart and have them apart. So I'll bring this one over to this side. I'm also going to double click on this side of the jelly like this, then bring the jelly down like that. Then I'm going to press Ctrl K again on my keyboard to break it apart. So I'm bring this one over to this side, then hold down shift on my keyboard, select while selecting the guillotine, then select and makeup, then press Ctrl L on your keyboard to make the both of them as one. So I'm going to double click on this side, then bring it back like this. So next up, I'm going to select the 3 weeks, then scale it up like this, okay. 3 weeks, I'm going to double click on this side, then give it a space like this. So I'm going to close up the breathing space in between the characters like this. Yeah, I'm going to scale it up a little bit like this, So to align our let me try to adjust the image like this. Okay, it's okay like this. So to align our 3 weeks like this with our project, make sure it is aligned, it's in the center. So make sure the 3 weeks is selected, then hold on shift on your keyboard and select your project like that. So you come over to this place where it says object in your menu bar, so object in your menu bar, then come over to this place where it says align and distribute, then come over, scroll the way down, you can see all the options given to you. You see align left is L, align right is R, align top is T, B at the bottom, then C. What I'm going to do now is to select this align center horizontally. So it's going to align the 3 weeks horizontally to the my project. So if you don't want to go through that process, the shortcut key for it is just C. Once you select the 3 weeks, hold down shift on your keyboard again, then select your project, just hit C on your keyboard. It's going to center itself to that of your project. So do the same thing now and centralize this guillotine with this 3 weeks over here. 3 weeks. Okay, I'm going to put CX over here. 3 weeks over here like this. So I'm going to select the guillotine and makeup, hold down shift on my keyboard and select the 3 weeks again, hit C on your keyboard and it is centered that way. So next up, I'm going to scale it up like this. and it is perfect. I'm going to position it over here like this. So I'm going to sample a color from this same background. This is my image background. I'm going to sample a color and apply it to this 3-way scale. So I'm going to be making use of this color eyedropper tool again. You already know is sample a color from an object. So I'm going to select this side of it like that and apply it to the 3 weeks and make up stuff like that. So I'm going to select the both of them and give it outline like this. I'm going to give it the same outline for now, this same color of the stuff for now. So I'll try to give it a gradient. I'm going to select G on my keyboard, then drag it this way like this. So let me do that for the 3 weeks only for now. I'm going to select the 3 weeks, then come over to this place where you have in your choose bars, click on this drop down arrow over here where it says interactive fit tool. You see the shortcut key for it is G. Say I don't want to come over to this place and I want to give it my what I selected a gradient. I simply press G on my keyboard and you can see it's already selected with the shortcut key. So I'm going to drag it this way. So this side of it I want it black. I want it a little. Okay, let me select the same color, then darken it a bit like this. I just try to darken it a bit like this. You give it that gradient like that. Blah. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I wanted. So I'm going to highlight it, then select my shadow tool and give it a shadow like this. Like this. Perfect. So what next I'm going to be doing now is to create a box over here like this with that same color fill. So what I'm going to type in here is let's say starting from 24th December 2021. So I'm going to change the color to white, then get rid of the outline like this. In this place where I have my stroke over here, then set outline color like this, and it's going to get itself out of the text like that. So I'm going to select the starting from December, then hold down shift on my keyboard, select the triangle and this narrow rectangle that you just drew, then CE on your keyboard to centralize it both vertically and horizontally. Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to use my shape tool to adjust the spacing like this, and I'm going to centralize it like that again. So next up I'm going to create a I'm kind of feeling that this 3 weeks Gilletarian and all of that is too not that brighten or something like that. So I'm thinking of what to do. Okay, let me try to apply a white outline for it like this, then try to increase the outline. Double click on this place where you have your outline over here like this. You can see over here that pointing to this outline over here, this pen over here like this. So it's going to pop you with this dialog box over here that looks like this. The color outline that we are all currently on now is white. So I'm going to change the in this thing to the point to the measurement unit to point for the outline. It doesn't affect the workspace, so it's just for the outline for the text that I selected. So I'm going to select 2, then I'm going to scale it with object and behind fill. So it's going to look like that, and this is like okay, yeah, and this is perfect. As you can see, it's already coming up. So next up I'm going to draw multiple ellipse over here like this with the use of my this ellipse tool over here like this circle over here that we have in my toolbars. So I'm going to get rid of the outline in my property bar over here like this. I told you that over here anything that you selected on your workspace, like I just drew this circle over here, and if I select the circle, it's giving me the property over here in my property bar. Say I don't want the complete circle and I want something like this, it's gonna give me, let me put outline so you see, it's gonna give me something like this. I'll say I want something like this, I don't want it full, it's gonna give me something like this. So what I'm basically want you to know is, what I'm trying to let you know is anything is selected is going to pump it. It is going to pump up with its own properties in your property bar. Okay, so I'm going to position this one over here. Now the concept behind this side is to place an image over there. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that into 3 sections. I'm going to do, okay, duplicate it over to this side, and I'll hit Ctrl R on my keyboard. I already explained that in the previous class over here, where you have your layout, over here where you have your view. Then where is that place that says Ctrl R? I think it is in this place. Oh, sorry, I explained that in the previous class, so I'm going to just press Ctrl R on my keyboard to repeat the same process. So next up, I'm going to select the same the first one that I drew again, then try to duplicate it. I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard, then select this angle, place my cursor at this angle, then scale it down a little bit like this, and right click at the same time to duplicate it. Do the same thing to the other box, like circle like that. Ctrl R, and select this one, Ctrl R. You are going to have multiple of them, so I'm going to select this image and power clip it inside like this. I'm going to select the rest of the images, bring this one and power clip it inside like that. Power clip it inside. Do the same thing to this one, inside like that. So I'm going to select this one, go inside, edit power clip, edit over here, or right click on it and edit power clip over here like this. Then I'm going to select the image, then scale it down like this, then bring it over to the side. Just make sure it is perfect like this. We are going to do the same thing to the other ones like that. Select it, come over to this place that says edit, then scale it down like this, then position it over here like this. The main focus of it is the gilly, is nothing, the gilly and the makeup, so just make sure it is showing like that. So do the same thing to this one, then bring in like this. You can actually hold down Alt on your keyboard to make a selection of something that is power clipped inside. Okay, so this is what we are having right now. Select this one and delete it since we are done with that. So I'm going to save our project like that. You can press Ctrl X or come over to this place where you have file, then save. So remember when we are typing in the name of the document, we type in 3 weeks training, and this is it over here. So I'm just going to save it like that. I'll come over to this place and say save, and the location of it is in this picture. So in case you don't know where you save it, just make sure you know where you save it. It's either you select desktop or anywhere you felt is going to be okay for you. So for me, for the sake of this tutorial, I'll use this picture and then go ahead and save, and the project is going to be saved. So if I try to go inside of that that picture again, you are going to be seeing the document. You see, this is where we have saved it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Corel Draw. So over this place now, I'm going to type in for more inquiries. Okay, I'm just going to type in my number. I'm not a makeup artist, but since it is for the sake of this tutorial, then it is fine. If you call me, I'll come and do gilly for you. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. 7036527226. So I'm going to position that over here like this. Okay, yeah, I'm going to change the color to this this color like this, so again get rid of the outline like that. So I'm going to change the font for this one to Montserrat. Montserrat. Let me type in Montserrat, and I have it over here. I'm gonna change it to this thicker one, then scale it down like this, then centralize it with your project. Already know how to centralize. You select the stuff you want to centralize, then hit P and C on your keyboard to centralize that way. Inquiry E. Inquiries like this, like that. So next up, I'm going to select these 3 circles over here, then right click on them, then power clip them inside your project, so that it will cut off this side, the edges of the circle that is poking out from the main project. Okay, so we are going to go right inside the power clip, then I'll try to adjust them like that. So I'm going to put them I'm going to place them on top of each other. So I'm going to press Ctrl page up to bring it to top of my page. Do the same thing to the other side. Bring it like this. Ctrl page up on your keyboard. You just locate where your page up is on your keyboard, then hold down Ctrl and do the same thing that I just did. Hold down Ctrl, then page up like that. So this is what we are having right now. As you can see, the design is already coming up. So what I think we should just add date to it to make it look as if it is 0. It's not actually real, it's just something that I just keep my mind with, that I decided to show up, since this course is totally for beginners. So I'm going to change the color to red. I'm going to change it to this red, then get rid of the outline, my property bar. Then I'm going to select it, then curve the edges a little bit like that to make it look like this. Yeah, this is what we're having right now. So if I select the box now, you can see yeah, this is what it's looking like. So I'll try to create a shape in this side, but before then, let me give you a little bit of gradient. So you already know how to give something a gradient. If you don't know, if in case you forgot, it is in your property, your toolbar over here. Just locate where your interactive fit tool is over here. The shortcut key for it, is G, like I told you earlier. The shortcut key for it is G. So just make sure that that is selected, then give it a gradient like this, or bring it this way like this, and give it this way. So this side, I'm going to change it to this color like this, and scale it up like this. So let me try to bring it down a bit like that. So I'm going to select my ellipse tool, then draw a narrow one over here. I'm not making use of that. I just want to create a shape in this rectangle that we drew. So I'm going to select the circle, then hold down shift to select the triangle again, then hit C to centralize that circle with the project. Do the same thing, select it again and select the rectangle, then come over to your property bar. You see this place will just pump up. Let me deselect it. You see that thing will be that stuff will be gone. So if you select this thing, if you select one thing, it's not going to show. So you have to hold on shift on your keyboard, then select the rectangle, then boom, it's going to pump with this stuff over here. The first one says where, the second one says intercept, the second one says trim, and the third one says intercept, and the fourth one says simplify. Just front minus back, back minus front. Then the last one says create boundary. So what I want to do now is to trim out. I'm going to create a shape in this box. So I'm going to hold down shift, then select the red box, then trim it this way. Then I'll select this one, delete it. You can see that's the circle effect. I just trim out that side of the box. Okay, you can do that too. So I'm going to type in the date, let's say time. So let's put time. So it's already put in the date. Let's say 8 o'clock p.m. So I'm going to bold it like this, then try to reduce the space like this, then Ctrl K and bring this one over here like this. Then we are going to change the color to white. Let me change the font to this go bold like this, so it will look narrow like this. Highlight them both, then C on your keyboard to centralize them that way. Then bring this one to this side. Try to scale this one down like this, bring it to this side. Select the both of them and change the color to white, then bring it over to this box that you just created like this, over here like this. Then Ctrl G. If you don't know how to group something in Corel, it is Ctrl G. Okay, it's going to be grouped like that, so you don't have to, if you select any side of it, it's going to select the both of them. So if you want to group stuff in Corel, it's the use of Ctrl G. It can group things easily. So I'm going to select this one, then try to rotate it this way like that. So I think we are going to stop here for the sake of this tutorial. So if if you have been following this course from the beginning to the end, then welcome as a graphic designer. I'm going to say a big welcome to you as a graphic designer. If you can able to do this, and keep practicing. It's all about matter of time. So this is how this course is going to end in this section. So see you in the next video I'm gonna be dropping. Just keep following, keep practicing. The more you watch, you practice, the more and the more you learn. Okay, what am I even saying? Stuff. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Okay, just make sure you are practicing. Just once you are done with this, just make sure. Just for the first time, just make sure you watch through all this video without being interrupted. Then then the next one that you are going to be watching, just make sure you are pausing in between the steps and recreate yours like this. So I wish you good luck, and thank you so much for watching.